is Yogalates. If you have a block, a ring, and I'm gonna have 2 lighter weights with me in case I want to use them. So we'll go ahead and get started. We're gonna start today in a downward facing dog. So just go ahead and find your down dog. Press back and just start walking your dog. Feel into your breath, chin into your chest. Take it nice and slow and just breathe through this. Think about what your back is doing. Try to straighten out your back. Pressing all of your weight back toward the seat bones. Widening your fingers. Widening through your shoulders. And just about 3 more deep breaths. We're going to put all of the weight onto the right side and lift the left leg up. Good. And the next time that the weight is onto your right side, keep it there. Extend the left leg all the way up. Bend it in like your knees are coming in towards your chest. Lengthen out about 10 times. In and out. All that weight is still just pressing onto your right foot. Good. Try to breathe when you lengthen out. Inhale out. Exhale in. That's good. About 5 more. And then we're going to step the left foot all the way up to the outside of the left hand. Good. 3, 2, 1 more, all the way up. And now bring that left foot all the way up towards your right hand. Stay here and then just sway around side to side. Right to left with those hips. Getting nice and loose through the hips. Breathe. We're still just warming up here. Take your time. Move, breathe through this. About 5 more deep breaths. We're going to step into a plank line. We're going to hold that plank for a little bit. Good, just breathe. 2, 1. Now find that plank line. You're going to either just step, or if you wanted to, you could try hopping. Stay here and hold the plank. Hold it, just look down. Breathe here. 5 more deep breaths, and we're moving back into that down dog, and we'll do our other side. Good. And then find that downward facing dog, walk your dog. Just breathe, walk it out, maybe feel the difference between your right leg and your left leg. Right leg should be just a little bit more stretched out. Keep straightening up your back, opening up those shoulders. Good. 3 more deep breaths, and we're going to put all the weight onto the left side. And the next time all of that weight is on your left foot, extend your right leg up. Bring it in, knee in, and out. About 10 of them. You don't have to actually count. My hips are sore from yesterday. We got all that hip stuff. Feeling it right now. Good. 7 more. 1, 2, 3. Good, just about 2 more up and down. Then we're going to step that right foot forward. Step that right foot all the way forward and sway side to side. That right foot is on the outside of your hand. Good, just breathe here. 5 more deep breaths, and then we're coming back into that plank. If you needed to, you could set your left knee onto the ground. If you can, try to keep that knee lifted. It's going to give you more of a stretch. Good. One more deep breath in, and then just step it back into that plank line. Hold your plank. You can rock back and forth if you want, or just hold it. 5 more deep breaths. Good, and now we are going to transition back into the downward facing dog. Down dog, walk the dog all the way onto the right side. Extend left leg up, bring it in, step it forward, sway side to side, plank line, into the down dog. So we're gonna kind of combine all of those together. Walk the dog a few times, all the way onto the left side this time, opposite side. Stretch that right leg up, bend the knee in, and step it forward. Sway side to side, and then find that plank line again. Then transition back into that down dog. Walk it a few times. If you forget what side you're doing, just make sure you switch up the sides. Right side and left side. Then stepping the foot forward, sway side to side. Step it into plank line. Give it at least one breath in that plank. And then move it back into the down dog. We're just going to keep moving through this same routine with all of these asanas poses for about 1 more minute. Really getting nice and warmed up, loose through the hips. Engaging through that core. Good. If you feel like you want to stay a little bit longer or shorter in one than the other one, make this your practice too. Listen to your body, listen to what it needs. It'll talk to you. Good. Just keep breathing. And make sure you're even on both sides. So finish up, making sure you did both sides. And then when you're all done on both sides, come into your plank line. We'll meet in the plank. Good. We're gonna hold the plank another 40 seconds. Squeeze the core, breathe. Good, remember if you get tired, rock forward and back, or you could put your knees down. We just have 15 more seconds. And then we're gonna put our knees onto the ground. And if you have the lighter weights, we'll pick up the weights. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees onto the ground. You could take a stretch, find those weights along the way. Good. Stretch it out, just have those weights near you, but you can press your hands into the ground, stretch out your low back, walk over to one side, press, stretch, and walk it over to your other side. Pressing and stretching. And coming center, find those weights. We're coming all the way up onto our knees. Start leaning back, holding onto those weights. We're holding onto those weights. Make sure those knees are about hip distance apart or even a little bit wider. Lean back as far back as you can. Let your palms face backwards and start pumping your arms. Just keep leaning back. Those quads should be really engaged right now. Keep those arms way far back. Keep pushing your hips forward, but lean back into this. 30 more seconds just pumping here. Good, keep breathing, pumping those arms. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now bend at the waistline. You're gonna stay down onto your knees. Should have kind of a flat back, as flat as you can, holding onto the weights. Hold onto those weights. Just stay here. Round through the spine, bring the weights up if you have the weights. And then lower down, see if you can stretch it out. Round, think of a cat-cow, but your hands are not on the ground. Rounded, elbows up, stretch arms forward. Good. Good, about 5 more deep breaths here. Or 5 more rounds, as we're moving with that breath. Good, 3, 2, 1 more. 1, and we're coming back up. Lean back, go back into the pumping. Arms behind you. Palms face backward. Keep leaning back as far back as comfortably possible. Good, see if you can lean back even more. Another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that chin back into the chest. We're going back into these rounds. Rounding elbows up, like that floating cat-cow without your hands onto the ground. Round up, bring those elbows up. Reach forward. You can let your back arc just a little bit. Good, keep breathing through this. 5 more deep breaths. Moving with that breath. Good, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. One more time through. Lean back. Pump those arms. Squeeze your core. Squeeze your quads. Keep those arms back as far as you can and pump. Good, those palms are facing backwards. See if you can lean back just a little bit more, 20 more seconds. Good, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Round back into that spine. Lowering down, bring those elbows up and stretch out your arms. Round it up, elbows all the way up to the ceiling and stretch it out other end of the room. Good. 4, 3, 2, one more time. And 1, now go ahead and take the weights to the side. Come on all fours in that tabletop position. And now start rounding and arcing. Move through your cat-cow. Woo, my abs are sore too. Just keep breathing through this. If you feel any stretch, like anything talking to you that you didn't realize before, breathe into it. Take some time. Give it some attention, some breath. About 5 more deep breaths here. And then we're going to pick up just one of our weights. Good. One more round and arc. And pick up just one of those weights with your right hand. Right hand, extend your left leg. Bring that, you can curl your toe on your right side. This helps to balance you. And then bring that weight all the way up as high as you can. Let your leg lift up and then open out to the side. Let your leg come out to the side. So it's tuck it in, lengthen out. When you lengthen out, try to put your palm facing upward. Tuck it in, lengthen out. Good. So it's a little bit of a wrist twist when you lengthen out. Good. 30 more seconds here. But take your time, don't worry about the count. And just look down or slightly in front of you. Keep breathing, balancing. Good. 15 more seconds. Then we're going to keep those limbs out to the side. And about 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay, arm and leg out to the side. Pump it up, up, up. Your palm is facing up toward the ceiling. And your leg is just out to the side as far out as you can get it. Good. Just stay as high as you can. Keep pumping up. 20 more seconds. Good. Good. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Before we do the other side, walk your dog. Walk it out. Back nice and straight. Good. And the next time that your left foot is on the ground, keep your right knee bent. Take your right arm, hold on to your ankle on the left side. So we're crossing the midline of our body. Look up to the ceiling to the left. You're holding on to that left ankle with your right hand, and then use your arm to gently press onto your leg to help get you a little bit deeper into that stretch. That's why I want to keep that right knee bent so that you have something to press onto. Breathe, 5 more deep breaths. Good, one more deep breath here. Now just move it to your other side. Bending this time your left knee. Hold onto your right ankle with your left hand. Remember to use that arm to press you even deeper to this. Look up to the ceiling. 5 more deep breaths. Good, on that exhalation, give about 5 more deep breaths in your down dog, whether you want to walk your dog or just hold your down dog. Stretch it out. And on your next exhalation, lower back into your tabletop. Find the weight, but just a light weight. And we're going to move it into our left side. So remember to curl your toe for balance. On the left side, extend your right leg out. And then we're bringing up as high as we can with that elbow to the ceiling, leg up. And then lengthen out to the side, twist your wrist. Let your palm face upward when you twist. Good. Out to the side and in. You should be activating that core. You're feeling that core. Nice and strong while you're here. 30 seconds, just taking your time, balancing. You guys are so strong. This is such a good routine that we do because we get our strength and our stretch in at the end of the hard week. Good. Just about 10 more seconds, and then we're going to keep the arm and leg out and do our pulses up. And 3, 2, and the next time that you have that arm and leg out to the side, stay there, pulse it up. Good. I know this is hard, balancing and pulsing. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Woo. It's harder than it seems. Either walk your dog or just hold it. 5 deep breaths. Good. On your exhalation, lower your knees all the way down to the ground. Find that weight again, just one weight behind your right knee. Right knee this time. And then we're going to start circling the right leg through the hip. You can place your left elbow onto the ground just for support. And I like to keep my wrist onto the ground. So wait, what did I say? Your opposite forearm can come onto the ground if you want to. Or you can stay up on both wrists. Good, keep circling. 15 more seconds. Then we're just going to reverse the direction of that circle. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and reverse that circle. Other way, 30 seconds. Keep breathing, moving through this. We're going to do a little hip stretcher after this before we do our other side. Good, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take that weight away. Press it back into your downward facing dog. Stay here, put all the weight onto your left foot. Extend the right leg all the way up. Bend the knee, point it up, and then straighten. So it's bend, point the knee up to the ceiling, bend it back toward your other knee, straighten it up. Keep going in this rhythm. Another 20 more seconds. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and step that right foot all the way up. Stay here, sway your hips, right to left. Just keep swaying side to side. Start getting nice and loose through those hips. Just about 10 more seconds here. And then we're gonna come into a pigeon. Good, and lower your back knee down, all the way down to the ground. Point that toe. And then start heel toeing your right foot over to the left side. So before we come into a full pigeon, we're gonna have a high pigeon. So high pigeon is just not lowering onto the ground. Take your time, take a lot of time, as much time as you need to get comfortable. Taking that left foot all the way back behind you, over to the right side. You could put a block under your hip if you wanted to. Stay here in this high pigeon. And then start walking your hands over to one side and then the other side. Moving through this one side and the other side. Breathing while you're here. Good, this is just really helping us feel into our hip. Good. About 5 more deep breaths, moving side to side. Good, 3, 2, and 1 more deep breath in and out. And come to your center. Just your hands in line with your shoulders, and then slowly go down and up. Exhaling down, inhaling up. You want to move deeper into that pigeon pose as you go down and up, or just do what feels good for you. And now decide if you want to stay in your high pigeon or move it down into your low pigeon, and breathe just about 5 deep breaths here. Good, 1 more deep breath in. And on your exhalation, place those hands back under your shoulders. Bring it back into your high pigeon. Curl your toe. And then press it back into your downward facing dog. You can walk your dog or just hold your down dog, about 5 deep breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, lower your knees back down, all the way down. Find that weight, place the weight on the left leg behind your knee. And you have the option to come down onto your forearm with your opposite hand or opposite arm to leg. So right arm can be onto the ground or stay onto your wrist. And when you're ready, start circling through that hip. Good, we have 30 seconds each direction. We're 5 seconds in. Big range of motion. Try to keep that core nice and tight as you circle. Good. All right, 10 more seconds in this direction. And then we're gonna switch directions. Good, and when you're ready, just go that other way with that circle. 30 seconds. Good, keep squeezing. Squeeze your muscles, squeeze your core, your glutes. Remember to breathe. Good, 10 more seconds, and then we have that down dog with the leg movement. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take that weight away. Find that downward facing dog position. Give yourself a few walks side to side. Then when you're ready, all the way onto your right side. Extend the left leg up. Bend the knee, open it up to the ceiling. Bring it back to center. Lengthen, bend, and open. Good. Breathing as you move through this. About 5 more deep breaths, and then we're gonna step it up. Good. 3, 2, one more round. And when you're ready, step it all the way up. Try to keep that back knee lifted and go into those side to side sways. Those hips should feel nice and loose right now. Good. We have about 5 more breaths, swaying side to side, and then we're coming into that pigeon prep. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come to your center. Lower that back knee down. Relax your foot, point your toe in the back, and then start heel toeing the left foot over to our right side, finding your high pigeon. Take your time. Really want to make sure that you're taking your time, finding that pigeon, that high pigeon. Whenever you're ready, start walking your hands to the right side and left side. I'm not even ready yet. Good, when you're ready, just go side to side. Feeling into that breath as you move. This class is going fast. It will just go about another 5 more minutes. Total of class is what I mean. Good, keep breathing as you move side to side. 3 more deep breaths. Relaxing into that hip as you move. And then when you're ready, find that high pigeon in the center. Inhaling, looking up. Exhaling, bowing down. Keep moving with that breath, about 5 more deep breaths, thinking about what feels better here to stay in the high or moving into your low. Good, and then when you're ready, you can either stay in the high pigeon or bring it down into your low. We'll stay here about 5 more deep breaths. Good, and then when you're ready, slowly coming out, curl that toe behind you. Make sure that knee is nice and off the ground, and then press it back into your downward facing dog. While you're in your downward facing dog, you could either walk your dog with your feet flat onto the ground, or if you want to take a stretch to the top of your feet, just put those toes onto the ground and shift it, big toe to little toe. Just breathing through this, focusing on stretching out those toes, the feet, and make sure you do both sides. Good, 2 more deep breaths. Good, and then press that back into your downward facing dog. Just breathe here, about 2 more deep breaths, and we'll move it back onto our knees. Good, on the exhalation, slowly lower down onto your knees. Extend your right arm if you want to pick up a weight while you're here. Right arm, left leg, balance. Balance here, start circling. Circle through the hip and the shoulder. Good, 10, 9, 8, we're gonna go both ways. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just go your other direction, other way. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop your weight if you're holding onto a weight. Bend that back knee, see if you can catch your foot. Catch that foot behind you. Lift it up as high as comfortable. Breathe, 5, 4, so you can lift it up even higher. 3, 2, and 1. Release it. Other side, find that flat back. Extend left arm, right leg. Hold on to that weight if you want to. When you're ready, just slow circles with control. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're going the other way. Slow circles, stretch out those limbs. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop that weight, take your stretch, catch your foot, and bring it up. Good, hold. 5, get it up even higher if you can. 4, even higher. 3, 2, 1 more deep breath. And 1, release. Come into a child's pose with those arms extended long. Stretch out your back, breathe. Try to place your forehead all the way down to the mat. If you wanted to, you could walk it over to one side. Let the knees widen a little bit. Take at least one deep breath. And when you're ready, walk it over to your other side. And bring it back to center. Pick up both of those lighter weights if you have them. We're gonna extend our legs and really for that matter, our arms. Nice and long, we're gonna come into some saws. Whew. Arms and legs, nice and long. And then reach over to one side, opposite arm to leg, reach, go deep, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back up, good. And other side, reach it, 5, go deep, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2 more each side, just like that. Good, other side, reach, 5, go deep, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up, good, other side, reach, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one each side. You guys are awesome. I'm sweating. This is harder than it looks. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, other side. Reach, 5. Keep that hip down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really good job. You guys are awesome. You guys are rock stars.